What's up, everyone? I'm Vince Del Monte, and we are joined by celebrity entrepreneur Dan Locke, the creator of the high-ticket closer system. And we've got such great feedback from our last video together, previous podcasts. And we want to share with you guys why people save their way to bankruptcy. That's right. Why people save their way to bankruptcy. And Dan, tell us what's going on with this whole thing.
I talk about this in my book, FU Money, right? Most people, if you think about it, if you want to, I have the concept of tight-fisted. Imagine if I grab a bunch of sand, okay? And if I want to hold I want to keep the most amount of sand in my hand, what do I need to do? I need to have an open hand approach. But versus if you're tight-fisted, the more you try to squeeze, all the sand flows through your fingers. It's the same thing with money. Most people, they think, even the popular conventional financial advice you read from a lot of financial books, this so and so on TV. Oh, you don't want to drink that $2 coffee in the morning. Don't drink that Starbucks. You save a few dollars, or you want to travel economically, or whatever it is, right?
Managing the bottom line.
Managing the bottom line. You try to save a few pennies. In my book, I talk about a penny saved is still a fucking penny.
Yeah, that's funny because, you can reduce your expenses only so low, right? Once they're zero, they're zero. You can't grow by living small.
No,
right?
no. And most people, they don't have an spending problem. They have an income problem.
Yeah.
They're not making enough.
Yeah.
And by saving a few dollars, I tell people, if saving a few dollars makes a fucking difference, you're not making enough money, right? You got to think about how you can increase and multiply your income. But the only way to do that in a capitalist society is to add more value in the marketplace. And you do that either by delivering more value, or you get better at communicating that value to the marketplace in terms of sales and marketing. That's it. Commerce is pretty simple. People ask me, what's the purpose of marketing? I'll tell you. Make it very simple for you. Mm-hmm. You can read 100 books on it. This is the best definition I could give you. The entire purpose of marketing is to sell more stuff to more people more often for more money. Mm. Sell more stuff to more people more often for more money.
Sounds like Apple.
That's it.
Sounds like Apple products.
That's it. It's not like you don't need a 500-page book to tell you all this stuff. So if your business is growing, you're doing one of these three things. You're trying to get more people, sell more stuff, sell more people, sell it more often. Mm-hmm. Let's say a gym membership, right? Or some kind of package, how often they come back, right? Mm-hmm. How more often? Or for more money, high prices, high transaction size.
Personal training, supplements, meal plan. Yeah.
That's it. Increase the lifetime value of each customer that comes through the door. That's it. Those are the three things. It's not complicated. So most people, they try to be cheap. I always say you cannot get rich on the cheap. Yeah. You just cannot get rich on the cheap. Now, there's the whole philosophy. Again, it's just my take, just my belief. You don't have to buy my belief. There's one school of thought where it's all what we call the millionaire next door, right? Mm-hmm. They drive a beat up car. They live in the same house for 30 years and very frugally, right? That's the millionaire next door, which is fine. It's just not the way that I want to live, right? To me, it makes no sense to me that you live poor, like a poor person, your entire fucking life until you are 65, so you can enjoy being rich the last few years of your life. That to me just makes no sense.
Right. And to be honest, if you almost think about it, you could almost build a case for why that's selfish. Because if you truly have great value to offer the world, why wouldn't you go at a faster rate so that you can impact more people?
Yeah, why not expand your possibility where that $2 coffee, that $3 coffee in the morning doesn't even fucking matter, right? Where if you travel first class or economic, it doesn't even matter. You don't even need to think about it, right? Then if you want to help the people you want to help, you can help it today, not 30 years from now, right? Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. Most people, if you think about it, if I ask you right now, most people, I believe you're already working hard. Mm-hmm. But most people, I don't like from my experience. Most people are not lazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're busting their ass. They're showing up at work. They work long hours, especially we're talking like back-breaking work, right? If they're doing any kind of manual labor job, I mean, they are working hard. Constructions or like physical, like it's hard work, long hours, long days. So my thing is, my philosophy is, if you're going to be working hard anyway, you might as well get rich.
Mm.
If you're going to be working hard anyway, then why not work on this at the same time? Work on your mindset at the same time. Work a little bit smarter so you enjoy life just a little bit more versus just running on the treadmill and the rat race, right? Again and again and again.
So you don't know anybody who saved their way to?
I do know. I mean, I have a couple of friends who are very frugal. They do. I mean, he owns a lot of real estate units, but he's a cheap ass, right? And here's the thing. He's a nice guy. I don't enjoy hanging out with him. You can see from his face, like, you know those people who are cheap? Like, you can see the face, like, it's like this.
Yeah. When you go out for dinner, they never take the credit
card. Right? It's just like, come on, man. Seriously?
Yeah.
Like, you feel, like, I don't want to order from the right side of the menu. I want to order from the left side of the menu. I don't want to look at the price and, oh, yeah, I'm going to have a chicken. Oh, fucking chicken again? Like, you know? Yeah. It just doesn't, that's not life. I say you work on your income so that it doesn't become an issue. Like, to me, if you make this much money, and you're only spending this much, it's okay. Yeah. Spend whatever you want. Buy whatever you want. Right? Have some fun. Go on that trip. Or buy the car that you want so that you're more motivated to deliver more value, to create more wealth. Yeah. I mean, so that's my personality. Yes, there are people who are become wealthy, like Warren Buffett. Great. Same house, living in the same house for many years, driving a cheap car. Great. Right? I just prefer, both of us, I just prefer my Bentley. It's more comfortable.
Yeah.
It just is. Yeah. It just, like, I'm no Warren Buffett, that's great. I have huge respect and big fan of Warren. It's not the way I want to live my life.
Yeah. And I think there's a consequence to the choice of going slow though, Yes. I do feel like there is a negative consequence when you decide to build wealth slowly. You're not going to impact as many people because you're doing it as a means to an end to just essentially take care of yourself. But if you're keeping the gas pedal down and you're going into debt, or you're living tighter, or you're making big investments that won't pay off way down the road, then, that's what's going to ultimately impact more people. I just found out Agora Financial, they have a book that's $5. It's a $5 book, but they pay out $110 commission, and they don't make any money for an entire year because they know their metrics. But that's the reason they're the biggest financial company in the space. And it's because of that, they're able to spend way more and help way more people because of that mentality to go fast and not slow.
Yeah. Yes. And in case you don't know, Agora now, the entire Agora company, probably close to $1 billion, I believe, right now. Yeah, $1 billion, one of, if not the most successful direct response marketing company in the world, on the planet.
Right. So there is a cost to going slowly, guys. You're not going to impact as many people. And that's where we're trying to push you to learning a skill that will help you help more people at a faster rate. And Dan, you said something that's really, really powerful. A lot of people, I think, maybe listening, I would say their problem may not be, sure, there's probably a problem in both these areas. One, you said you got to have value to offer the world, but let's assume people are putting out good products, good services. They've got street cred. I think the biggest problem is that they don't know how to get better at communicating their value, which is why, the world's most highly paid personal trainers are not the most knowledgeable, because they know how to communicate their value. And
it doesn't mean they're the best. It doesn't mean they are necessarily the most knowledgeable. It doesn't necessarily mean they're the most experienced, but chances are they are the best closer in what they do, right? They're the best at, you can call that communicating your value. You can call that helping people. Whatever you call that, I just call it closing. Yeah. Everything in life is about closing.
Yeah.
So there's no relationship between being good at what you do and getting paid. There's a huge relationship between being good at what you do, being able to close, and getting paid. And most people, I think they spend way too much time way too much time on what they do. Let me be a better trainer. Let me be a better coach. Let me get more certification. Let me read more books. Let me get into a better shape, have a better body. Then I would go out and close and get paid. No, don't spend all that time working on the what. Spend way more time on working on the close. That's where the money is, right? And if you think about it, and here's the thing, people don't think about this. How am I going to help people if nobody wants to buy from me? You can have this, like a gold mine, and you have this amazing product, amazing service, amazing expertise. You can close, you can communicate your value. Nobody gives a damn. You're not serving anybody. And the truth is, how are you gonna get good if you don't work with a lot of people? Mm-hmm. But when you can close, you can work with a lot of people. You're working with a lot of clients. You're making good money. That's how you get experience. That's how you get good, right? It's a chicken and egg thing, mm-hmm. right? This is just being good in your own mind. I'm talking about actually being good, like being good, being world class. And you only do that if you could close and you can bring people in, right?
Yeah, you got to close the deal. It's a simple, sell or be sold. It's easy to sell features and benefits, but the people that are actually able to get people to take action and pull the credit cards out are the ones that are going to have the greatest impact on the world. And what you taught me is that at the end of these conversations, when they've done that, they should say one thing to you. And what are those two magic words?
Thank you.
That's right.
You know when you're doing this right, when your prospect, after you close a high ticket deal, a $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 deal, and the prospect says thank you. That's when you know you've got this right.
Yeah. So we're not talking about like slimy sleazeball. Yes. Are we going to apply some pressure? Absolutely. Are we going to be enthusiastic? Absolutely. We're going to compel them to take action because we know that we can truly help them. And if you would like to gain that skill, by the way, Dan, thank you so much, man. Is there anything that we missed there? Anything you want to add before I tell them about how we can help them communicate their value better?
You have to, the question I have for you is this: do you believe in what you do? Do you truly believe deep down, no bullshit? Do you truly deeply believe in what you do? If the answer is yes, then I believe you're morally obligated to close. You're morally obligated to get it out there, because if you don't close, there are a lot of people's lives out there. Their lives are not going to be changed. Yeah. They'll stay stuck. So it's more obligation to do those. So I look at it almost, and this is a little bit tough love. If you don't close, I believe you're ripping yourself off, you're ripping your family off, and you're ripping the marketplace off.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Dan, I was just at a massive church conference this last 2 days, and the speaker said just that. People are depending on you to take responsibility for your life. This is not just about you.
It's not just about you. And see, poor people, that's why they're selfish. It's always me. But I don't like salespeople. It's always about you. I don't like to ask people for money. It's all about you, right? Yeah. I'm not a good salesperson. It's all about you. It's all me. So they're the most selfish people on the planet.
Yeah, I don't want to sound salesy. Guess who?
All this stuff.
Yeah, that's a selfish statement.
That's the most selfish thing you can do.
It's very true. And so what we want to do, guys, is we want to invite you to check out a webinar that Dan and I have done. We've collaborated, and there's a link in the description box below, first link below, or depending on whether you're watching this on your phone or desktop, it could be a link on the screen that will take you to a page. The link is fumoneywithvince.com, and you're also going to get Dan's free book. His book for free, let me clarify that, his book, FU Money, which goes more in depth on what we were just talking about here today. Yeah, much more. And it's a book you can pick on Amazon, but you give yourself up with that book for free when you register for the webinar. And on this webinar, you're going to discover the fastest, no BS way to make an extra $5,000 to $25,000 a month, which can work out to $100,000 to $500,000 a year without cold calling, social media, or doing anything online. And the best part.
Let me just put it out there. People might say, "Oh, what's the catch? Why are you giving me free stuff?" you know what? Let me tell you that at the end of that webinar, I'm going to close you. I'm going to offer you a program. I'm going to sell you something. Actually, I'm going to sell you something that you don't even know you need it yet. But at the end, you're going to say thank you. So there you go. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to close you. I'm going to sell you something. Watch it. You'll see. I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm going to sell. I'm not guilty. I'm going to offer something. I have no problem because I believe in my value.
Yeah. And Dan, you know, this communication is so essential only because, and especially because that are going to come on the webinar are going to see this as the opportunity, as this is how they need to communicate with the people that they're going to invite into the service or program or whatever event it may be, so that they can help those people. Correct. And so we have to teach you guys how to be clear, how to be confident, how to be enthusiastic, how to be persistent, and how to be transparent, because this is what people love. They love honesty. And when they see that we're going to help people that join this webinar with or without you, like, correct. This is for you to lose. You know, we're going forward with or without you. And that's the same belief you have to have when you get on the phone with people, whether you're selling personal training services or online coaching or whatever it may be. You have to realize, I'm going to help someone achieve their dream body. If it's not you, no problem. There's 8 billion people in the world. We'll find someone else to help. And the question is do you want to help yourself, because you're the one who's going to benefit 10 times more than us.
Correct.
All right, guys, go check out that webinar. We'll see you on there. The feedback so far has been outstanding, and it will be the best decision you have made into learning and to building a high income skill that can create generational wealth. If you guys enjoyed this episode, this video here on YouTube, let us know in the comment section below. If you got any follow-up questions for Dan or I, let us also know in the comment section below. And if you've got a friend who would benefit from this information, make sure you share it with them. Thanks so much, Dan. We'll see you guys next time.